today I'd like to have my guest, Mr. John Kato,
Yes.
and he's a pioneer and a well-known professional about Jomondo. And I'd like to spend some time to share the idea of Jomondo with you. So, John-san, can you
Yes.
please explain me what is Jomondo generally?
Okay. Well, actually, I had encounter with Jomon earthenware. This is very famous earthenware in the middle of Jomon period, discovered by Mr. Okamoto Taro, very famous painter, avant-garde painter, about 30 years ago.
Okay, Jomon is which era?
From before before Christ,
Before
actually
Christ?
16,500. That's the oldest.
60,500 BC.
That's right, and two,
Yeah.
660, about 600, which means lasted nearly 14,000.
14,000
That's right.
lasted culture or
Civilization in the world,
in the world.
regarded as
It
the
began in Japan.
in Japan, Japanese archipelago.
Wow.
That's really regarded as one of the, I should say, most longest civilization and culture in the world.
Oh.
So I focused on Jomon period, particularly earthenware. This is very typical, and
Yeah, it's so famous.
very famous, discovered by Okamoto Taro. I encountered with these paintings, with this actually figure, more than 30 years ago when I was in Australia, Perth, with a trading house, Nishoi Bai. And I was a membership of pottery club.
Pottery club. Okay.
And in that pottery club, I found out one book,
Yeah.
4-dimension Jomon earthenware,
4-dimensional German earthenware. Sounds
just
interesting.
written by Taro Okamoto. And that's the initiation
Yeah.
or initiative. I should say, sort of inspired. I was very much inspired by looking at this, Jomon earthenware. This is depicted by myself, very poor, but anyway,
Good job.
yeah.
Well done.
And since then, I made a visit approx more than 60 museums regarding pottery, porcelain, and
60
earthenware on the
museums
globe.
already. Yeah, visited.
At the same time, I read about 250 books regarding Jomon culture and civilization.
250 books.
And
you
also
heard.
I met with so many archaeologists, anthropologists, and historians, and just discussed about the Jomon period, what's the essence of Jomon, and found out Jomon has got a very universal aspects of life, human life, which consists of 4 elements. One is harmonizing with nature,
Harmonizing with nature. Number one.
first.
Yeah.
Second is very key, peacekeeping mind,
Peacekeeping.
because for the period of 14,000, no strong dispute or wars,
No
and
war.
there was no so-called weapons for killing human beings. And the third is it's motherhood, very well. It's connected with diversity in the modern world.
Yeah, nowadays.
Woman status
Yeah.
was highly regarded and very high position.
Okay.
They're involved in helping, of course, husband, but looking after kids and making pots, and also gathered a lot of so-called nuts and pickles and all sorts of harvested the materials, and they put into the bowls like this, and they cooked it,
Yeah.
and also at the same time after hunting
Yeah.
by men,
Yeah.
deers, bears, and so many animals actually that's treated for cooking, for ornamented, for let's say clothes, and all these are just handled by women. Means woman was very highly regarded and high positioned. Means current modern world diversity is proclaimed by United Nations, like under the title of SDG, Sustainable Development Goals.
Yeah.
But in the period of Jomon,
Yeah.
already women's status
Yeah, we already
highly
had-
appreciated,
yeah.
highly regarded. And number four, everyone noticed the distribution of wealth. I mean,
wealth distribution.
wealth distribution. It's very equal.
Yeah.
And even in Sandai Mariama, one of the very famous ruins, it's Iseki.
Yeah.
Well, the maximum population would be about 500.
500.
Not so many. And
It's
actually,
500
this
households.
wealth distribution is very equal. Means harmonization with nature, peacekeeping, and women's status very high. At the same time, wealth distribution very much equal.
Horizontal structure.
That's right,
social
horizontal structure. Which means all these values
Yeah.
can be applied to the current worldwide.
Nowadays.
Lots of chronic problems we are encounter.
Those are aspects that we should aim right
That's
now.
right. That's right. And so I noticed, yes,